So here's the deal. You let the hostages go, and I'll tell you where and when you can extract the money. We all walk away. Nobody gets hurt. Deal?
I'm thinking. No deal. No deal. No deal.
So here's the deal.
No deal.
I prefer using a PC. I prefer using a PC. I prefer using a PC. I've been using PCs all my life.
My parents are really anti anything like Mac for some reason. They just are all about PC.
Macintosh computers have been in my elementary schools and stuff for a long time, and so I always thought they were kid computers.
I prefer
using a PC.
I prefer using a PC.
Here is one version of the cover.
Wow. That's a pretty good shot.
You could serve a drink on her butt. That's awesome.
That looks so photoshopped.
She's got very good gear.
I've heard rumors about those kind of butts, but I've never seen one.
Well, she seems to be serving champagne. I think I'd prefer a different form of service. I think I'd prefer a different form of service. I think I'd prefer...
I prefer a different form of service.
I prefer a different from the office. I prefer a different form of service.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I have to hurry. Ah, there's dirt on my shoe. Ah, it's not working. It won't come. It won't come. It won't come off.
Phrasal verbs with Alexandra from Cake.
Hi, my name is Alexandra. Today we're going to learn the phrase come off. Native speakers often use these phrasal verbs in conversations. Use come off when you try to remove dirt by washing or rubbing. Here are some examples. I'm trying, but it's not coming off. I'm trying, but it's not coming off. The paint didn't come off the shirt. The paint didn't come off the shirt. Come off could also mean to be detached. The handle came off the cup. The handle came off the cup. The handle came off the cup. One of the legs has come off the chair. It needs to be fixed. Now you know the phrasal verb come off. How about come down? In this situation, come down won't work. Come down means to fall and land on the ground. The snow came down at night. Come down also means to become less. The price of gasoline has come down.
The handle came off the cup.
The handle came off the cap. The handle came off the cap.
How do I get the clams off my tail, Dora? Hey, one came off! Hey, one came off! Hey, one came off! Boots, when you wiggled your tail, it looked like you were dancing. Yeah, it was my sea monkey dance.
One came off.
One came off.
How do I get the clams off my tail, Dora? How do I get the clams off my tail, Dora? How do I get the clams off my tail, Dora? How do I get the clams off my tail, Dora? How do I get the clams off my tail, Dora? How do I get the clams off my tail, Dora? How do I... Hey, one came off! Hey, one came off! Boots, when you wiggled your tail, it looked like you were dancing. Boots, when you wiggled your tail, it looked like you were dancing. Boots, when you wiggled your tail, it looked like you were dancing. Boots, when you wiggled your tail, it looked like you were dancing. Boots, when you wiggled your tail, it looked like you were dancing. Boots, when you wiggled your tail, it looked like you were dancing. Yeah, it was my sea monkey dance. 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 Yeah, it was my sea monkey dance.
So are all rabbits bad drivers, or is it just you? Or is it just you? Or is it just you?
Oops. Sorry.
Sly Bunny,
Dumb box.
you know you love me.
Do I know that? Yes. Yes, I do.
Is it just you?
Is it just you?
Is it just you?
It is just you? It is just you?
Hey, are you Sarah's husband?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right. I mean,
I'm Sarah's husband.
you are.
Who are you?
Oh, Jane.
Jane.
Yeah.
Who are you?
For today, we are actually going to be talking about
Work. Most people, especially if they enjoy their job, can really talk about their job in a very free and comfortable way, so it's a great way to keep the small talk going. Now, I don't mean just asking them, what kind of work do you do? And that's it, but I mean diving deeper and asking them for more details. So let's say your friend owns a store or works at a store, you could ask, hey, when do you have the most customers? Or when are you the most busy throughout the day? Things like that. If someone's job is different from yours, then you could ask things about the job in terms of, is it a difficult one? Do they feel stressed when they do it? You can ask all these different types of things to dive deeper, to learn more about the person and their job, and that will keep the small talk going. Hi, I'm sorry. Are you Sarah's husband? I'm Jane. I work with Sarah. I've seen you in Sarah's social media posts.
Hi, I'm Peter. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I remember my wife telling me about you. Your name sounds familiar.
Oh, she did? Are you waiting for her?
Yes, my office is nearby, so I pick her up on the way home from time to time.
That's great. What kind of work do you do?
My company makes mobile apps for banks.
That's cool. I don't know anything about making apps, but it sounds interesting.
Well, the work is interesting, but managing the project schedule can be really tough.
The first sentence that we saw was, I remember my wife telling me about you. Hearing about someone from somewhere is a great way to keep the conversation going because you can share the things that you heard about them. And it also kind of makes them feel like, oh, you heard about me. And I feel like when you do that, they're more primed to be able to talk about themselves and continue the conversation. And instead of saying, I remember my wife telling me about you, you could say, I remember she told me about you before. Or if it's not about a person, but about a thing, you could say, I remember hearing a little about that before. Maybe something that they did or, a situation that they were in. And the next sentence is, what kind of work do you do? What kind of work do you do? Now, this is a very direct way of asking, and that's okay as well. But if you want to ask in a different way, you could ask something like, what do you do for a living? I feel like we ask this a lot because it feels a little bit lighter, in English at least, because we kind of sometimes avoid asking people about their jobs too directly. So I think what do you do for a living is a great expression to know and have in your language arsenal. All right, so I hope that you guys were able to learn something during this episode, and I really hope that you practice these things, not only talking about your job, because if you're only talking about yourself, then sometimes the conversation doesn't go on as smoothly. I think it's always great to ask about other people because that keeps them interested in the conversation, and typically people love sharing things about themselves. If you use these, you'll be able to have some great small talk. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye! Hey!
What do you do for a living?
What do you do for a living?